How much weight do you feel your followers and views on social media matter for up-and-coming producers?
Sample Genesis, video game.
No, bro. There we go.
Video game inspired loops, you know what I mean? From Sega, Genesis, NES, all that type of sound and stuff is amazing. Go check it out on soundoracle.net. And speaking of new kits, don't you have a new kit out today, brother?
I do, man. New kit by me, Young Diego Ave, called In My Bag. It's a construction kit, which we don't have to talk about more.
Yeah.
But I feel like people sleep on the construction kits when they're probably the most versatile, probably one of the best things you can get. Have you used Serum FX? Yes, that's my joint.
Yeah, Serum is dope.
It's one of my top 5.
CPU hog, though.
Yeah. Don't play no pads on that joint.
Oh
no, baby, what is you doing?
Crispy.
This is a good question. Why do you use .net instead of .com?
Because I couldn't get .com. I wanted to keep my name and make it a personal brand with my name in it. .net was available.
How much weight do you feel your followers and views on social media matter for up-and-coming producers?
A good amount, I would say. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of these companies, if they look at you or they want to, you want to do endorsement type of things, they're really looking at your followers. That's one of the first things they look at now. Because, and it's not so much about, I hate using the term followers and likes because that sounds so superficial, but what they're really measuring is your influence.
And I will say, this brings me to a rant. Don't buy fake likes and followers, right? Because it has the reverse effect that you want, right? Because for me, right, I have 7,000 something followers on IG, right? Which it's decent. It ain't a lot.
It's nothing to sneeze at.
But they're very engaged. Everybody, I have posts that got 300-400 comments on it. You know what I'm saying? Yep. That's because we've curated, we contact these people. These are people I know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People that's following me is people that I know. I deal with y'all on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's curated. When you buy followers, it's basically like fake numbers. It's basically like eating a bunch of chips instead of eating a real meal.
Yeah.
It kind of holds you over, but when it really comes down to it, you really ain't getting nothing done.
So would you say it's like if you feel like you're broke, it's like buying a whole bunch of Monopoly money to make yourself feel like you have money?
Pretty much.
But it's worthless?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to get any engagement.
No.
And that's what really the companies are looking for, engagement. How many comments, how many likes you're getting per your followers.
Right.
To me, that's more important than just having a bunch of followers.
Yeah, because if you have 1 million followers and you get 2 comments on every post.
And it don't matter.
Yeah, they can tell you fake off the bat. And then when Instagram and Facebook go through and they do their little cleanups.
Oh, you done.
They got, Mace was looking crazy.
Oh, yeah. He dropped, 100,000, 200,000?
Wow.
His whole joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, be careful with that. Man, respond to as many people as you can. And that's something I'm working on. I'm trying to get better with it. But I try to respond to as many people as I can. Yeah. I try to be more social, because that's what it is. It's social networking. You got to be social.
Yeah.
As a producer, how do I delegate time between working on my music and creating beats for my leasing website?
I got one tip, which is something we talk about all the time. Sunday nights, schedule out your week. That way you don't have to worry about finding time. You don't ever have to get stuck and be like, what should I be doing right now? Because your clear-minded self on Sunday night wrote it down for yourself this week.
Yeah. And I say, man, block time, man. If you look up productivity, everybody talks about blocking out time. So I spend this time for this specific thing and this time for this thing.
Yeah.
But you can't do just one. I used to do that all the time. I would just make beats and not do anything else.
Yeah.
And then the rest of my life was falling apart. And then, but I was making fire beats though. You know what I mean?
These beats is crazy.
These beats is crazy. But my life is man, bro, you got to get it together.
Right.
So, remember, it's more than one thing that you got to do to run a business.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a good idea to write down all the important things and then schedule those things up.
I can't remember who the YouTube video is, right? But basically, he talks about you write down your money now, ways it. All right, right now I can make money. Your money in the future, right? Your personal brand stuff, and then there's one more that I'm forgetting. But you write all of those down. If you have an overflow of one of those, that means you're unbalanced. You need to kind of balance stuff out, and you need to basically kind of touch all 4 of these things. I'm gonna think of who said that. It's a YouTube video. Right. I've watched it 10 times.
So I'm imagining with that, you be as specific as possible with each section. Don't just be beats.
Exactly.
That's not gonna get you there.
Exactly. Because money now might be for somebody like creating or live sessions. Like, oh, you play keyboard, you can go do a live session. So that might be money now that you know, like, all right, if I need $200, I can go do this. You know what I'm saying? Money in the future might, I'm going to make these beats. Because most times you don't have a guaranteed seller for beats. So that's money in the future. That's almost a probability thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you want to balance them out. Stuff that you can do now, stuff that you can do in the future, stuff that's going to improve your brand. And you kind of want to jump between those. And you kind of live a good life.
Right.
Well, that's what we were figuring out.
Yeah. We were talking earlier, and we came to the consensus that we think a lot of producers don't understand the value of a construction kit.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know what a construction kit is, I like to call them hybrid kits.
Right.
So you can get a kit with some loops in it, you can get a kit with some drums in it, or you can get a construction kit, which has loops, drums, all that good stuff.
Everything.
Right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, the way I use them, right? So, for example, a lot of times I don't want to put the snare on the 2 and 4 because I know it's going to be there.
Right.
A lot of times when I'm making a melody, I just want the snare in the 2 and the 4 or in a hi-hat just to give it some bounce, right? So I'll write a melody. I'm like, all right, this is cool. I put the snare over there. In Ableton, it loops up. So I can just drag that snare from one of the construction kits, put it over there. It's on the 2 and the 4. You know what I'm saying? So I can make beats so much faster because I know a certain stuff that I'm always going to put in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That I just drag over. And then, okay, cool, I could drag a different sound from this to give me a different vibe. So I just mix and match. I cut those sounds up even more. So it might already be a pattern there. I would cut that up and make a different pattern with that pattern.
I mean, it makes sense. You don't get points for doing things the hard way when you don't have to. You don't get any extra points for that, and nobody can hear that.
Mm-hmm. It's 2 to 2:30 minutes too short for a song.
Songs should be as long as it needs to be.
Yeah.
Don't box yourself like that.
But I will say songs are a lot shorter these days. Like 2:30 is about, what's the song that I was just listening to? That Drake and the Lil Baby, that Weezy Out of Here.
Yeah.
No, it's like 2 verses. No last hook.
Now, you think that's for replay value?
I think so. I think now the attention spans are shorter, so the songs are shorter.
I also think it's I won't call it a ploy, but for lack of a better word, a ploy to get your streams up. Mm-hmm. Because just to exaggerate the fact, if I have a song on my album that's 10 minutes, you might not listen to that entire song. But if I have a song that's 30 seconds long, it's going to go into the next song.
Exactly.
And so you're going to stream 3 of my songs in the same amount of time it would take you to stream 1 song.
That's smart.
You know? I don't know if that's what they're doing, but to me that makes sense.
How should I pan my drums and melodies? That's a good question.
Once again, it's to taste. But a trick that I used to use, the like 1/8 or 1/16 hi-hat. I used to do the pattern, but I would have 2 hi-hats and I would pan one like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and the other one like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and just have them alternated. And I learned that from Jimmy Dean.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, the mayor. If you don't know, Jimmy was Tim's engineer for mad years. If you listen to the older Timbaland stuff, like the Shakers, they always pan from ear to ear, and I picked that up from Jimmy. Thank you all for joining us for another episode of UnQuantized Podcasts. We chilling. We got Young Cousin in the building.
What's good?
Man, listen, new kits out. Sample Genesis, SoundOracle.net, video game inspired music and loops, a lot of MIDI. Put it together with Young I'm the Innovator. It was mixed by Realistic Productions, so you know it sounds fire. Also, check out the producerkit.com. Just today, Triza dropped a dope trap and R&B construction kit. Get them construction kits, man. It's called In My Bag, man. It's super dope. Put together by Diego Ave. Check out the video, also by Realistic Productions, man. And I think we're going to take a few more questions, and then we're going to wrap it up.